Good morning, happy Monday, welcome to this week's video. We have another very busy week ahead of us. Big surprise, I know, but it is like 11 a.m. now. I need to head out soon for the gross anatomy exam review session. We took that exam last Monday. My last video is all about that if you wanted to check that out, but today we get to review our answers. We only get to look at our exams and our answers during very specific times because they are all protected information. And then after that, we have our first advanced physiology and pathophysiology exam. Our professors have said to think of these as like quizzes, but this one today is like 25 questions long. 5 of these quizzes make up our entire grade for the class, so they kind of still feel like exams, but today's is on cardiopathology. Since it's the first one, I'm not 100% sure what to expect or how I'm going to do on it, so wish me luck. Alright, hello, it is like 4:30 now. I am back from the exam review and the cardiopathology exam. I've just been reading on the couch and was waiting for the score to come out, and I'm sorry to have been really annoying. I thought I was gonna do really bad, like embarrassingly bad on this exam, and so I did not record myself reacting to my score, but I was shocked that I did actually really well, and like, yeah, just really well. So that made me feel very happy, very good, but I didn't record it because I thought I was gonna like embarrass myself. But anyways, it's like 4:30 now. I need to start with catching up on all of the work because now that that exam is out of the way, I just need to catch up on all of the med content before those finals happen. So that's pretty much the focus for the rest of the week. I think tonight I'm gonna start, first I'm gonna do the rest of my Anki cards and then I'll probably start on renal. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I just finished doing my morning routine, some med application stuff, and then planning my week a little bit. Like I said, this week is really just about catching up on everything that I put off to prepare for other exams. I'm really hoping that if I do it right, I can feel caught up by the end of the week and like I'm in a good place for the rest of the block. It is almost 11 now. That stuff took a little bit longer than I expected, but I'm gonna get started on my renal Anki Do card so I can go right into renal lectures after that. Alright, hello. It is like 7:30 now. I did 3 renal lectures, made and reviewed 152 Anki cards to go with those, recorded and posted a TikTok, which I'm not as into lately, but trying to keep up with that as well. And I'm really hungry now, so I'm gonna take my dinner break.
Haru! What are you doing here?
Alright, it is like 10 p.m. now. I'm like halfway through my non-renal Anki Do cards. I always think that I'm gonna get through more on these meeting-free, just productive work days, but whatever. This was still a very good day's work. I'm just gonna finish these cards and then go to bed, and I will see you for another very productive day tomorrow. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I am about to head to campus. I'm running just a little bit behind today because I woke up with a headache. I'm getting headaches more and more often. I know it's because of how I'm like crunched over my laptop all day, but I'm not a fan. But at least some Advil and a quick nap usually knock it out. So that's why we got a little bit of a late start, but I did still finish my renal and cardio Anki Do cards already this morning. So feeling good about that, and I will talk to you some more once I'm back from campus. Alright, hello. It is much later now. I am obviously back from campus, just working through some lectures and stuff. The 2 on-campus things we had today were a session to talk about what to do if we have to reapply this coming cycle, and then just the review of that cardiopathology exam, which still feel pretty good about. I feel like I could have done even better if I had thought through my answers a little bit better, but that's always the case, of course, but still happy about that. The if you have to reapply session made me so nervous. I really hope that it doesn't apply to me, but I mean, it's better to be prepared than not prepared and to know what they have to say and to listen to their advice and everything. Just for context, we won't even be interviewed by Georgetown until spring break. And so the application cycle is by no means over for us. I think that's the question that I always get on my like videos about being in the SMP are like, does that mean that you get into Georgetown if you meet certain standards? And no, it does not, unfortunately, which is fine because the rate of acceptance into like any medical school overall with this program is significantly higher, from my understanding, than most other pre-med post-bacs or like master's programs like this. And I think that's because we're taking medical school courses, so it holds a lot of weight to see our performance in actual medical school classes, of course. But no, we don't automatically get into Georgetown. We still have to apply with everyone else and be interviewed. There are interview spots held for us, and like obviously a lot higher percentage of our class compared to general applicants will be accepted, but there's no like checkbox guarantee, anything like that. It still feels very up in the air. But the interviews aren't happening until March, so no point in being too worried about it until after this block. Their advice was basically to just do the best you can this block and then figure it out from there, start thinking about it after that. So that's what I'm gonna do, because these are the last grades that will truly be considered before we are interviewed and probably before we are accepted to Georgetown. So just wanted to give you that little update, and I'm going to get back to lectures now. Good morning, happy Thursday. We have another day of 0 classes, just a free day to get all caught up and everything. I've just been doing my Anki cards so far this morning. It's like 11:30 now. They're taking me a bit longer because as I get all caught up with lectures, I'm getting more Anki cards and I haven't like matured very many of them yet, so they're taking me a bit longer today. I'm kind of over doing Anki for now. I kind of feel like moving on to lectures and just finishing up some more of those and then doing Anki at the end of my day today, so I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, hello. It is a little bit after 5 now, and I am completely caught up on renal, which I'm very happy about. I made it through all of the lectures I needed to get through, and I made 119 new Anki cards, so really not that bad. I am tired now, so I'm going to take a short nap and then try to do all of these Anki cards that have accumulated before the day is over. Good morning, happy Friday. We are almost through another week. I feel pretty good this morning. I went to bed early, so I got a little bit of extra sleep. The weather is like beautiful today. It was perfect on our morning walk, and I took an everything shower this morning so that I could feel put together for my weekend plans. So I am feeling very refreshed and ready for the weekend. My only class today is advanced physiology and pathophysiology. We are doing renal today, and the way that these are set up, we have pre-lectures to watch before we go to the actual class. For this one, we had like 3.5 hours of videos to watch. The last one was 3 hours, which is kind of a lot of prep for one class, but then the class itself is about 2 hours, and we go over like actual patient cases and like as a class try to figure out what's going on based on those pre-lectures. And it's only been one class a week, so really that evens out to pretty, average time for one class. And they are pretty interesting. I really enjoyed the cardio one that we had last time, and so I'm pretty excited for the renal one today. I think it'll be interesting. And then after class today, my friend and I are doing some baking to get ready for Galentine's brunch tomorrow, which should be really fun. And then lastly, my new shoes are supposed to be delivered today. I tried a pair of Hoka's last time, and they just like fell apart on me completely way too early after not that many miles. Way fewer miles than the Sauconys that I got a bit sooner that are still in perfect shape. So I think I'm going back to being a Saucony loyalist and not trying the trendy shoes like Hoka's anymore. So I just ordered a new pair of walking and running shoes to replace those Hoka's that fell apart, so I'm very excited to get those. But yeah, overall it should be a very good Friday. I noticed that the dog in the corner looks a little funny. Usually I keep Layla's food over there. That's like an empty bag. But I saw a mouse the other day, so I thought it would be good to put her food like up and contained so that the mouse can't get to it. But now he's just in the corner. But anyways, I am going to head to class now, and I will talk to you after that.
Apply the knowledge that we're learning here in physiology.
My new shoes came in. I am very excited to wear those on our walk tomorrow morning, but I am home for the night now. We made apple crumble for Galentine's brunch tomorrow, and it turned out so good. Usually when I make my like healthy crumble, I'll make my own topping at home, but we used the Betty Crocker oatmeal cookie, like, pre-made mix, and it was delicious, if you were wondering. But yeah, thanks so much for spending this week with me, for catching up on classes with me, and I will see you in the next one.